I have gotten a brief overview of the history of Yankton, South Dakota, and the fish species in the Missouri River. Now I'm headed to Lewis and Clark Visitor Center to speak with Park Ranger Dugan Smith and Chief of Natural Resources Justin Scholl about the Native Americans currently using the river and how a dam may be stopping the spread of the Asian carp.
We do have 3 local tribes that are using resources and have been around here locally for several hundred years. The Yankton Sioux tribe, Santee Sioux tribe of Nebraska, and the Ponca tribe of Nebraska. Unique tribal people that have their own cultures, but their own stories that tie deeply to the Missouri River and what that means to them, because this was a place they lived. All their resources came from here.
The one thing I keep hearing you say, and everyone I've been talking to everyone say, is that the river is such a resource that it attracts people here. And because it attracts people here, it has us focus on the history that was here. And I feel like if we don't protect the river and we don't take care of it, there's a good chance we could lose that history too, which is such a big part of us.
I agree that everybody that comes here and visits this finds this a unique place.
Living here, being a part of it and seeing it every day, how nervous do you get from the Asian carp?
You hate to see it impacted, the fisheries and people, your kids, your grandkids, who come out here and fish. You always want to see them be able to hunt and fish for the same species that have been here for hundreds and hundreds or thousands of years.
Right.
To have an invasive species like this come and impact that, you would hopefully that we can be able to someday understand and maybe able to change that process.
Have you tried eating them before?
Yep, I have ate them at events where they've actually bow fished them, and if you know how to fillet them right, they're pretty good eating.
Yeah. Now the dam there, explain to me what it does and why it's here.
The dam was actually authorized as part of the PICS loan plan. Loan program, which authorized this and a bunch of other dams up and down the Missouri River corridor. Back in the 50s, we had a bunch of flooding going on, and we also have authorized purposes of hydropower production, also drinking water, as well as fish and wildlife habitat. The Asian carp are really blocked by the dam, and that's benefit to us as far as a recreation standpoint, that we're not having, large fish jumping out of the water, contacting boaters and that kind of stuff.
So right now the dam is blocking the Asian carp from swimming up the river and getting into the lake. From what I'm hearing, they're not going to get rid of them. We're hoping to just stop the problem from growing anymore. Luckily, there's a blocker in and we can just work backwards and hopefully knock out the fish a little bit.
Justin brought up an important point about Asian carp jumping out of the water and hitting boaters. Right now it's currently summer, but in the fall and winter months, giant schools of Asian carp will aggressively jump out of the water when aggravated by vibrations in the water caused by boat motors. Every year there are reports of people suffering injuries from this strange and dangerous behavior.
I feel like I have a little bit of a better understanding of the culture and the history of the area now, and honestly, it makes me feel a little bit more connected to all of it. At the same time, I'm a little bit relieved. That dam is blocking the Asian carp from going up any further, and as long as people are smart and they're not transporting any fish above the dam, we should be in good shape. But at the same time, I look at all those species that I got to see today, all those fish that are here, the native ones that are supposed to be here, and it scares me that this fish is coming in, they're eating all the zooplankton, and they're disrupting that delicate balance.